Hi, this is Fred with Quality One Engravers. I'm going to just show you very quickly array. I haven't done any setup on this, so everything will be kind of by the seat of the pants, but all I did is just draw a circle, which was my circle tool right here. So I know that this circle I want to be a 1.5 inch diameter, and I want it centered at 1. And this is locked, so I'm going to type in 1.5 and hit enter, and then I want it to be exactly at 1 inch and at 1 inch in the Y direction. These numbers of course will change. Now I want to use the array, so I want to maybe draw a line, and I want to put tick marks around the outside, so I'm going to just click here and I'm going to hold the control key. And I just made oops, I'm sorry, let me just start all over. Just delete that. F7, let me just zoom in just a little bit closer. So I want to draw a line, and I just made it so small I couldn't see it. So I'm going to click here, hold the control key, and now it's a straight line. Here's the other line that I drew. And I want this one to be exactly at 1 inch. I'll make that 1 up here and exactly 1. So now it's perfectly at 1 inch, but this is going to be a little bit big for tick marks out here, so I'm going to change the size of it so that it's at 0.10 inches. Okay. So let's say that I want it. Now remember, if you're using a cutter, your cutter is going to be larger than this 0.1 inch. So I want to put these tick marks out on the radius. So I'm going to just click on my hotkey, which is F7. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to go to my array, but that's also under somewhere under here is array. I just always put it in this setup. So I'm going to click here and tell it not on a grid, I want it on an arc with rotation. So, and I want it to go 0 to 360 degrees, and then I give it the number that I want it to have. So you can see it's populating, but unfortunately I want the tick marks all the way out to the 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put in that 0.95. which is a little bit big. I'll make it 0.75 and 0.6, 0.65. Maybe try 0.6. So there will be my tick marks very close to the edge, and of course the number of tick marks that I want I can keep increasing as I go around. Now the only thing you can't do, you'd have to redo this if these lines are too small or too big, but obviously you could put a total of 61 in there or 60, so you can see your points line up perfectly on your 90 degree. You can see it in the grid lines here, so that would give you 60, and obviously you could change this 0.65 to be a little bit in. Now let's say the next shape that you want is just a little circle. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to just draw this little tiny circle, and then of course I want this at exactly 1 inch and 1 inch. And now I'm going to go into my array again, and it remembered I wanted to go 0 to 360, but I want this to be maybe a circle at this radius, and I just tell it how many I want, and it just populates around. Let's say I wanted it to land so that it came out perfectly on these numbers. So you can see how pretty simple it is, 36. Obviously, if you get too many in there, the circles are going to start running together. So let's bring this down to 36, so it's kind of a reasonable number. But likewise, if you change this to something smaller, and then of course, before you engrave, you can assign this a different color like P1, and then when you go to engrave, you're only going to engrave the P8. I hope this helps.